Hey guys, welcome back. As always seems to be the case, it's been a pretty long period in between videos for me, but got a couple nights off in a row, so I thought I'd take advantage of it, and I'm always glad to be back. Got a couple little stacks of stuff. I'm going to show one in this video, and I'll save another stack for the other one, but it's just a cool little stack of some Sword of the Bronze and Silver Age, DC and Marvel. Some high grade, some not. Just some stuff I kind of want to fill some holes in the collection. A couple things I upgraded. This first one, I think the guy that I purchased this from just threw this in as a freebie, and I already had 2 or 3 copies of this. But here's a Justice League of America 139. Got a great Neal Adams cover, which I've talked about before. One of my favorites. This would be a really high grade book, except I don't know if you can see it or not, but somebody's written on it in red ink. So kind of spoils an otherwise beautiful looking book, but still, other than that, pretty nice. Got some Bronze Age DC Horror. These are probably like mid-grade copies, maybe mid to lower grade, but some stuff I had missing. Got House of Secrets 136. Like I say, pretty decent reading copy. It's got several dings in it, but pretty nice book. I really like this cover. And Ghosts number 104. Oop. Ghost number 84. Which this would be another really nice copy, except for like there might have been some moisture damage along the bottom, or it was stuck to something. I'm not sure. Otherwise, it looks really nice. But I got a good price on these, so. And I think another freebie they throw in. I've already got probably 2 or 3 copies of this one, but it's one of my favorite stories, so it's kind of cool. I'll use this as a reading copy. Brave and Bold number 122. Batman and Swamp Thing. Big Jim Aparo fan, so I think I've almost got all of Aparo's stuff from Brave and Bold. But I always love this story. Okay, this was an upgrade. 2001 Space Odyssey number 5. More Jack Kirby greatness and goodness. Thought this was a fun little series. Here's a low grade reader. This got a great not Jack Kirby, Joe Kubert. Our Fighting Forces 161, featuring the losers. And got some gold key. I'm not sure about the number, but I know I didn't have this book. But I always love to read these old silver and bronze gold key horror books or mystery books. So Cult Files of Dr. Spectre. Got a nice painted cover. Mighty Samson, not sure about the number, but I'll find out later, I guess, when I read it. Another great painted cover. Nice little sci-fi post-apocalyptic series. This one is an upgrade, because I think the only copy I had was the original I bought as a kid, and it is in rat shape. This is Action Comics 468. Another nice Neal Adams cover that you don't see a whole lot. Superman versus Terraman. We have some more Kubert goodness. Men of War, number 9. I think there's probably, for those of you that followed DC back in the mid to late 70s, they had some ads talking about the DC explosion. They were up in the page count and up in the price too to 50 cents, but so they had like a couple different features. But this only lasted a couple of months, and for people that are familiar with the DC explosion / implosion, they kind of lost their shirt for a couple of months and had to cancel a bunch of titles. So I always thought this was a really cool cover, and I'm trying to get all the of these 50-cent, I guess, I don't know if you'd call them a giant size, but more page count on several titles they had for a couple of months. So this is a really nice copy, probably 9.5 or 8.5 to 9.0, I mean. Upgraded a couple more of DC Special Series. I've talked about this series before. Started out, a lot of them were reprints, and then they went on to some new stories. This reprints some of Bernie Wrightson and Len Wein's Swamp Thing series. This says #1, but actually this is #2 of the DC Special Series, so I'm not really sure what they were thinking there. But this was actually the second in this series, but they called it #1 on the cover. It's got a great Bernie Wrightson cover. I'm sure a lot of you heard Wrightson's kind of been in bad health. I think he's going through cancer. So, hope Bernie gets well soon. One of the greats. And upgraded another one from that title. I think this is DC Special Series #20, I think. And this is another Swamp Thing special. I think these are probably maybe 8.5 to 9.0. Another great Wrightson cover. Reprints 3 of the original series, or 3 different stories from the original series. Okay, and go back to some Silver Age. Flash #182. Pretty decent copy. I'd probably call this a good solid find. 6.0. Love me some Silver Age Flash. And got some Marvel stuff. As everybody knows, I'm a big fan of the square bound books, the 100-pagers, the Giants. These are some I didn't have. This was pretty much a reading copy. I'd say it's maybe a good plus. Got some issues on the spine. A little torn there, but otherwise pretty good. Marvel Collector's Item Classics #2, 1966. Reprints some great stories. Fantastic Four 3, Spider-Man #4, and Tales to Astonish 37. So lots of great reading for a really good price. For those of you that don't want to pay out for the Masterworks series, this title's got some good stuff. I think it ran maybe 22 issues, and then it changed the title to Marvel's Greatest Comics, I believe. If I'm wrong, somebody correct me, but I think that was the deal. With some great reading. And I was happy to get this one, #3 of the same title. This reprints the first appearance of Doctor Strange, because Strange Tales #110 is a little out of my price range right now, even for a ratty copy. So kind of glad this, because I've never got to read this story. And it reprints Fantastic Four #4, I think maybe the second appearance of Iron Man, and Incredible Hulk #3. And this one's in pretty nice shape. It's got a little ding on the spine, but otherwise front looks good. And #4, this is probably the best looking copy. This is probably a solid 8.0. #4, more great reprints. And the only square bounds, it's hard to find them perfectly square, but this one looks really nice. You can tell there. It's hard to find. It's got a little ding at the top maybe, but really nice looking book, and great colors for a white cover. So some great Marvel Silver Age reading there. And what would my videos be without a couple romance books? Hippie and Chris, I know you guys are loving this. Young Love, #124. I think I already had a couple copies of this, but I kind of like this. This is actually an upgrade because it's almost like a Marvel picture frame cover. So, and we have some old Charlton. I'm not really sure about the number, but we have a copy of Love Diary. for you romance fans, and I know there's many. Okay, last two, probably some upgrades because I have my originals, and I'm trying to upgrade a lot of my Bronze Age DC and Marvel stuff. But here's Korak, son of Tarzan, number 55. Speaking of kind of a Marvel picture frame cover, great Kubert art on the cover. And probably my favorite cover of that run, number 56, more Korak with the black background and the mound of skulls. This is one of those books I saw advertised in another comic. I'm not sure which one it was. I was like, I've got to have this one. So, I already had a copy, but this one is a little bit better grade. Okay, guys, thanks for sticking around. Glad to be back with you. Like I say, after an extended absence. Everybody's having a great weekend, and I always appreciate anybody that tunes in and looks to see what I have in the little comic corner here. So until next time, onward and upward.